what's been your feedback already from like community with the game right now? Like like, I mean, I know it's only been a couple days, like, but in a couple days, I'm sure you've already been like back in the drawing board with a team of like, oh my God, that's a brilliant idea. How do we implement it? What comes next? Is there going to be like, is it seasons? Is it like, hey, you know, the demo shuts down in a week or after the leaderboard? Like, how are you like looking at this?
Yeah, so basically the demo was always it was two things. It was a proof of concept, but for us it had to be also a standalone game because I think like in my experience, demos are cool, but they often will have like an ending, and as soon as you beat the end, psychologically you're like, all right, I'm done. I'm probably not going to play this again. So what we've done is copied the kind of, I guess, like the game mechanic of survival games, like Vampire Survivors, where the game just gets harder and harder until it just edges you out. It just gets so difficult that you just cannot survive any longer. So that way, there's never really an ending, and there's always that little voice in the back of your head that goes, just one more try. I'll just try it once more, right? So it is a playable demo, and it has limitations, but actually you could play it essentially infinite, and you'd never really reach the end. So we thought that would be a cool way to like get people excited by the game. It gives them enough of a taster of the features, of the guns you can unlock, of the the gameplay mechanic and the loop, and then that gives our game testers a decent amount of entertainment. And so far the feedback has been awesome. Like everyone is like, this actually feels like a real game. I think that's another thing in Web3. Sometimes gaming is underappreciated, the details that you need, and they often choose the utility over the actual gameplay experience, whereas we've gone the other way. We've made something that would hopefully have a life on Steam and be considered playable by like hardcore gamers as well.
Yeah, sorry, and I think like I think that the biggest thing there is just, again, how do you get to the hardcore gamers? And I think like, hey, how do you make something that is attractable with the genre that you have, right? Knowing hey, like this vampire zombie theme, scary horror theme, kind of like genre, not everything that you kind of like tie into all of it. Like, how do you attract it and like still be kind of kid friendly, everyone friendly type thing, and bring that like, hey man, this takes a different concept because the characters are kind of cute, right? Like, right? But yeah, at the same time, you're like, oh man, he doesn't. It's like, what is the merchandise? Like my daughters have me buying every time, Labubu's.
Oh, Labubu's, yeah, my days, yeah.
Like these like little monsters, and I'm just like, man, these things are ugly, but they are kind of cute, and you're just like,
Yeah, so true. Yeah, we're trying to hit that exact audience. I think it's we come at it from a cartoon angle, so it doesn't seem too violent, and the Gorecats have like neon green blood, for example, so it gets you around the kind of straight violence angle. Because yeah, definitely for us, it's getting a widespread an audience as possible. And we recently got landed a toy deal as well with a company called Toykido, and they're going to represent Gorecats and do the game merch and whatever other activations we do. And so in the early talks with them, we said to them, if we go too violent with this, are we making our audience too niche? And they said 10 years ago, maybe, but actually now people are looking for that niche. And because of the explosion of like social media, so many more eyes get on those kind of brands, they can become mainstream. So they said like lean into the gory side of Gorecats, obviously, but to a point, you don't want to make it too blood and guts. So that's why we went with the cartoon angle.